Alrighty, everybody, welcome in. This is Sean Domain, and today we'll be reading through Hosea chapters 7 and 8. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna say that I feel a little sick right now, so bear with me if I start wanting to clear my throat or whatever. So, alright, so Israel's Unrepentant, chapter 7. Whenever I restore the fortunes of my people, whenever I would heal Israel, the sins of Ephraim are exposed, and the crimes of Samurai revealed. They practice deceit. Thieves break into houses, bandits rob in the streets. But they do not realize that I remember all their evil deeds. Their sins engulf them. They are always before me. They delight the king with their wickedness, the princes with their lies. They are all adulterers, burning like an oven, whose fire the baker need not stir, from the kneading of the dough till it rises. On the day of the festival of our King, the prince becomes become inflamed with wine, and he joins hands with the mockers. Their hearts are like ovens. They approach him with intrigue. Their passions smolder all night. In the morning it blazes like a flaming fire. All of them are hot as ovens. They devour their rulers. All their kings fall, and none of them calls on me. Ephraim mixes with the nations. Ephraim is afloat. Ephraim is a flat loaf, not turned over. Foreigners sap his strength, but he does not realize it. His hair is sprinkled with gray, but he does not notice. Israel's arrogance testifies against him. But despite all this, he does not return to the Lord his God, or search for him. Ephraim is like a dove, easily deceived and senseless, now calling to Egypt, now turning to Assyria. When they go, I will throw my net over them. I will put them down like the birds in the sky. When I hear them flocking together, I will catch them. Woe to them, because they have strayed from me. Destruction to them, because they have rebelled against me. I long to redeem them, but they speak about me falsely. They do not cry out to me from their hearts, but the wail on their beds. They slash themselves up, appealing to their gods for grain and new wine, but they turn away from me. I trained them and strengthened their arms, but they plot evil against me. They do not turn to the Most High. They are like a faulty bow. Their leaders will fall by the sword, because their insolent words. For this is for this they will be ridiculed in the land of Egypt. So the Lord's saying that after, you know, even with all this stuff that happened, they felt no need to return to the Lord. And I've been in a time like that where even if I did wrong, I still didn't repent. I still didn't want ask the Lord for forgiveness. And now I know better than to go about life not asking for forgiveness. From time to time I do ask for it. I do forget about it sometimes when I make a mistake. But I've actually started doing it more often. So, you know, I'm not perfect. Nobody is, by all means. But when you're coming to Christ, try to learn to ask for forgiveness as much as you possibly can from the Lord. You know, and there's a lot of people out there. They do bad stuff, and they never really ask for forgiveness at all from anybody. So it's like from the Lord. So it's like they continue to, go through life without even thinking about the Lord at all. And that's just not what you want to do in life. You want to thank the Lord. You want to ask for forgiveness from the Lord. You want to keep following the Lord because that's what we're supposed to do. That's how we get blessings. That's how God is so great to us. But let's continue on with 8. All right. Israel to rep the whirlwind. Chapter 8. Put the trumpet on your lips. An eagle is over the house of the Lord, because the people have broken my covenant and rebelled against my law. Israel cries out to me, Our God, we acknowledge you, but Israel has rejected what is good. An enemy will pursue him. They set up the kings without the consent. They chose princes without my approval. With their silver and gold, they make idols of themselves. To their own destruction, Samaria, throw out your calf idol. My anger burns against them. How long will they be impeccable of purity? They are from Israel. This calf a metal worker has made it. It is not good. It will be broken into pieces. The calf of Samaria, they sow the wind and reap the whirlwind. The stalk has no head. It will produce no flower. Were to yield grain, foreigners would swallow it up. Israel is swallowed up. Now she is among the nations, like something no one wants. For they have gone up to Syria, like a wild donkey wandering alone. Ephraim has sold herself to lovers, although they have sold themselves among the nations. I will now gather them together. They will begin to waste away under the oppression of the mighty king. Though Ephraim built many altars for the sin offerings, these have become altars of sinning. I wrote for them many things of my law, but they regarded them as something foreign. Though they offer sacrifices as gifts to me, and though they eat the meat, the Lord is not pleased with them. Now he will remember their wickedness and punish their sins. They will return to Egypt. Israel has forgotten their Maker and built places. Judah has fortified many towns, but I will send fire to their cities that will consume their fortresses. All right, and that's it. So, um, God's again talking about what he wants to do to the land because people aren't obeying him. And, as we read through this, we learn that, a lot of these books and all that are about the fact that, you know, these people, they worshiped God at one point and they turned around and turned their back on him. And that's why he's always talking about what he wants to do to the land and how he wants to like fix it. So, um, but yeah, I think that's about it today. So and that's about it. So if you like this, hit the like button. All right, take it easy and God bless.